Welcome to our exploration of whether a strong hypothesis can become a cognitive trap. Hypothesis testing has been the cornerstone of scientific methodology for nearly a century. While this approach is widely adopted, it is not without limitations. When scientists formulate a hypothesis or theory, it assumes that they have a well-founded understanding of how a phenomenon works. However, this assumption can sometimes restrict open exploration and lead to a form of cognitive tunnel vision. Physicist Victor Stenger proposed that the existence of the Abrahamic God is a testable hypothesis. He argued that if God intervenes in human affairs, evidence should exist. Since no such evidence was found, he concluded the hypothesis fails. This approach illustrates the limitations of hypothesis testing. It confines exploration to expected outcomes. On certain occasions, the absence of evidence can reasonably be interpreted as evidence of absence. One such scenario is the contrapositive argument, rooted in classical logic. Using the rule of transposition, we can state, if C implies E, then not E implies not C. If a cause always produces a specific effect, the absence of that effect can serve as evidence for the absence of the cause. For instance, if it is raining, then the streets must be wet. If the streets are not wet, we can conclude that it is not raining. The key condition here is that the cause must invariably produce the same effect. However, complex phenomena may not fit this simplistic framework. The debate over God's existence is complicated. We cannot be absolutely certain what observable effects would arise if God exists. Stenger argued that if God is an intelligent designer, we should observe a perfectly engineered human body. If C, then E. Since the human body exhibits numerous imperfections, he concluded that there is no intelligent designer. If not E, then not C. Stenger's argument rests on assumptions about a creator's intentions. Stenger offered several examples of what he considered poor engineering. Bones lose minerals after age 30, increasing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. The rib cage does not fully protect all internal organs. Muscles atrophy over time. Leg veins become enlarged and twisted, causing varicose veins. Joints wear out as lubricants thin. Retinas are prone to detachment, and the male prostate enlarges. Obstructing urine flow. This argument, however, rests on a questionable assumption that an intelligent designer would have created humans free of such imperfections. But how could Stenger or anyone know what an intelligent designer should do? Should humans lose bone calcium at age 40 instead of 30, 50, 60? Even if God designed humans to retain bone strength until age 80, critics might still ask, why not until age 90? The question assumes that we can fully comprehend the intentions or standards of a divine creator, which is inherently speculative. Perhaps it is God's intention that we are not built to last. Essentially, Stenger constructed a very strong hypothesis, implying that he knew how humans should be designed if a creator exists. When his observation failed to align with his expectations, he concluded that God is a failed hypothesis. Yet this approach reflects a broader issue with standard hypothesis. Perhaps he failed to develop a reasonable hypothesis. Religion, of course, is a sensitive topic, and discussions about God's existence often evoke strong emotions. However, the underlying issue here applies to scientific inquiry more broadly. Hypothesis testing, while powerful, can limit our ability to see beyond the expected. It risks trapping researchers in a form of tunnel vision, where alternative explanations or unexpected outcomes are overlooked. Perhaps it is time to consider complementary methodologies that provide more flexibility and adaptability. Approaches such as Bayesian statistics, data science, and machine learning offer tools for iterative exploration, incorporating uncertainty, and updating beliefs based on evidence. By embracing these methods, we can move beyond the confines of rigid hypotheses and expand our understanding of complex, ambiguous phenomena. Embracing new methodologies can enhance scientific inquiry. They allow for a broader exploration of complex issues. By incorporating uncertainty, we can adapt to new evidence. This approach can lead to more comprehensive understanding. It helps avoid the cognitive traps of strong hypotheses. Thank you for joining us in exploring the potential mind traps of strong hypotheses. We hope this video has provided valuable insights. Stay curious and open-minded in your scientific endeavors.